Howdy, folks. Cody here with Ironverse Comics, doing a long overdue update and kind of just talking about some stuff that's been going on for some of it for a very long time, some of it relatively recently. But I wanted to kind of update folks because it's been a bit, and I've been seeping in a pool of a lack of motivation. So that's been it's been something I need to talk to you folks about for a while. So let's try that. Let's hope this works. Hope all the recording works. I haven't done this stuff for a while. I wanted to do a full screen, get rid of all this stuff, but it's a lot. So instead, just here. So let's just pull the band-aid off. I messed up. I messed up pretty good, and this is from back at the beginning of the issue number 4 campaign when I was budgeting. Um, I misbudgeted. Uh, what I was hoping to do, which is what I've done the previous campaigns, is just save to cover my ass on those missed budgets, so I can have what we need. Um, but anyone who perhaps has been kind of following my journey alongside the journey of this work will know that I've had a rough go at it for the last year or so with work and just things piling on. Um, and so that usual failsafe I had done the previous campaigns just has not existed. I've been blessed that um, nothing terrible has occurred to the point of knocking me on my ass permanently and needing to dig into any funds elsewhere. Right, I've had to run a couple GoFundmes to stop that from occurring. Right, one was for the brakes on my truck, which that was a fun one that cost much more than I could have possibly covered my own, so I was very grateful for that to reach what it did. Very, very helpful. I needed new glasses for the first time in like 15 years. They finally broke to a point that they couldn't be repaired. None of that is really the issue, though. The main issue and where the missed budget was I had added the original page stuff to the campaign after budgeting. So what does that mean? Well, the original page stuff really covered a significant portion of the campaign, right? It was about 2K. Um, the problem with that is, again, I didn't build that into the budget. The 13.5 covered, in theory, right, with inflation and shit, I don't even, can't even say, but in theory, it would cover everything besides the original pages. It would cover printing, art costs, all that stuff, which thankfully you folks see the book is done. Um, and I'm actually having a meeting with our publishers here in a couple of days to discuss the future of the book and how fulfillment's going to kick out and stuff. I wanted to kind of wait till I did that meeting to do this video so I could have this is how we're going to proceed on, but I'm just sick of carrying it, if I'm honest. Um, and so I've been hoping with my animal shelter gig that I would be able to save and be able to cover that. I knew that the book's going to take the time it took, and that would give me some time to do it, which is kind of what happened the last couple of times. Again, I've had to cover 2 to 3K every campaign. Um, we run a very high-end art team, and so it costs about, this book in particular, last book was about $8,500 to cover just the art team. Um, this book was about $9,800 to cover just the art team. And you say, oh well, you got 15K, and we did. Oh my God, we did. But the issue is that was kind of And again, there was the original pages. You take that 2K off of the thing that we earned because I need to pay Maxi for those pages. Um, so we got about 13K. It's like, okay, well, you got $500 less than what you thought you needed. True. Um, and that should be something I should have been able to make up. But so far, I haven't even been able to make up to that much with where my personal life's been. Um, I'm sorry. I still have 4K left in there, which is enough to take care of printing and shipping the books. Depending on this discussion with my publisher, which will determine whether or not I need to ship the books they already have, which are the 1 through 3s, right, to me first, and that'll not be the cheapest thing. I'm hoping that that's not a thing. I'm hoping we'll be able to just roll through fulfillment like the last two, and everything will be cool and chill, but I can't promise that yet. My concern is the merchandise, and my concern is the original pages. That's where I'm at right now. The extra merch stuff, I should be able to get the prints and the stickers, no problem. And I'm very hopeful I should be able to take care of the standees and the shirts, the posters, the full-size posters. I think we can get all of that done. My main concern at the moment is balancing getting all of that done now and not being able to fulfill without shipping prices and inflation's moving. Or getting the books to everybody and then getting the extras later, which is what I'm currently planning. I think we should be able to get the stickers and the pinups like at the same time, right? But mainly it's again the standees, the posters, and perhaps likely the original pages. I've worked it out with Maxi a little bit so that it doesn't hit me as hard. But I still need to find a way to get that. And I have a couple plans. There are extra vehicles I need to get a hold of that no longer run here. And what I mean get a hold of is I gotta go through the DMV process of getting the title transferred to me from my dad, which last time I went to the DMV to do that, it was the DMV, so it was rude. It took a lot of effort to get any answers, and I'm still a little confused on it. But that's one way. Just try and sell those. I'm going back to saving. Going back, I've been trying to, so I've tried to put a little bit here and there behind. I have 2 gigs currently. I do my animal shelter gig, which is not very much, but it covers everything for me to, live. But it's also been like, it's the hardest job I've ever had. It's been weighing on my soul for a long time now, and it's rough. Right now, I'm fostering an elder pup who I really appreciate. From there, just to give him a small break, but sadly he doesn't get along with my cat, and so he can't stay much longer, and that breaks my heart because he's doing really well with my dogs. And like, just that's just one layer of it. Like that's just like me just trying to do something good, and again like the euthanization of animals also has really been wearing down on me. We aren't as bad as many other shelters, which I follow on our social media, which it's hard for me to look away from that stuff, but at the same time, it is just the weight of the tragedy of this world it's a lot. And I don't know if it's been good for my mental strength and perspective, or if it's been really bad. I still don't know. It certainly has been terrible for motivation. For a while, I was reaching out into other art just to breathe, right? Painting models. I'm currently working playing bass for a brother of mine, Laguna Muta, you might know that, which is really neat. But I just keep taking on more responsibility in the hopes that success here or there helps me feel better. And so far, it's maintained sanity. It hasn't really made things better. Um, and I guess it's a long, rambly video, but I've been meaning to talk to you folks about this for a very long time. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. But we hit that wall. And there are a lot of plans for after this how to handle things. Because I need a breather. Um, and I need to reevaluate whether or not I am even cut out to continue to produce this kind of work. The angels that have covered me over these last few, right? They're tired too, obviously, and it's time to give them a break too, I think, and see where I need to be. So, I want to get this done. Just wanted to let you know where I'm at. That it might take a little bit. Um, this conversation with my publisher will allow me to have the conversation with the printer and see what that comes out to. If it's less than I think, I might be better off than I think, in which case things will move faster. If not, things will move slower, and I will keep people updated as best I can. I am sorry, I've been kind of ghosting. I've just been trying to figure out a path forward, and there's a couple ways I can pull it off, but it's hard not to stew in your failure. So I'm trying not to, and it hasn't been a failure yet, but it basically, since this project funded, I knew we were in trouble. Um, and it's been that way every project, especially these last two, and that's not good. I'm obviously not cut out on the business end of this to do this. Um, but maybe they're just. I worked very hard to get that nailed down this last go, and I really thought, well, I'm not going to run a campaign unless I got it down. And we ended up here anyway. Life is like that sometimes. Anyway, thank you folks for your time. This is a long, kind of rambly bit, but I've been wanting to get this off my shoulders and get it shared. I understand if many of you are exceedingly disappointed. I'm disappointed. Um, but we're not out of the fight by any fucking means, okay? I wanted to get ahead of being out of the fight and let you folks know where we stand. That it is a tougher fight than perhaps you understood or I have communicated. That the fight that I got us into is harder than I had originally thought it would be, and that I have not been able to pull off the tricks I was able to the last few times to get this finished. There's a lot of ways forward. I just need to pick one, pick which sacrifice is of best use, I guess, and easiest to live with, and go from there. Um, Thank you, folks, for your seemingly unlimited patience. As always, get a hold of me through ironburstcomics at gmail.com or through Twitter at cowboy_steel. I think you can get a hold of us through our website if you'd like, ironburstcomics.com. And, you know, let me know your thoughts, your concerns, anything you need to share about this, because I have fucked up, particularly this partnership, quite a bit this go, and we are as I said, looking at a tougher fight than I originally thought it would be. But it's not an unconquerable fight. In fact, we've got this. It's just it's going to take time, and I've asked for too much time from you folks already. Anywho, again, thank you for any time you took to listen to this, and get a hold of myself if you have any questions, concerns, all of that. 100% here for you folks as best I can be. Um, Thank you. Adios, amigos, and vaya con Dios.